two gentlemen who are making us smile. Things have become very expensive, and we talked about it earlier here when we were talking about traveling and how if you decide to, use a taxi every other time, it can be pretty expensive. Now, even if you're in business and you're moving one product from one place to another, then you need to save as much money as you can for your business, or as much money as you can for yourself as well. These two gentlemen, Kikalenjino, Miss Kia gentlemen, have decided to step in and help you and me move products, move things from one place to another at a very affordable rate. We have Robert and Okia in the building. Gentlemen from Pikapantoni. See the way I had to say it slowly because Angusha and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Maybe you can introduce yourself so that they know who's Robert and who's Okia.
Thank you so much for having us.
Karibu.
My name is Robert, and I'm the CEO and also co-founder of Pikapantoni.
Yeah, my name is Okia, and I'm the co-founder of Pikapantoni.
How did this come about? Mlikuwa mna struggle na nini exactly? Because for every solution there must have been a problem somewhere, and maybe you experienced it, or so somebody else experienced it and decided this is the way to go to, fill this gap.
So ideally the journey started back in 2018 when myself and Okia decided to be border riders, and he stemmed basically from us trying to earn a living. So when we were delivering actually the packages now to the customers, because the model that was there beforehand was that doorstep delivery was what the industry had started. So ideally we were facilitating deliveries, for example, from town to South Sea at 250 shillings. But every time we were mentioning the particular delivery fee to the customer, you would see maybe a frown on their face, or maybe they would mention that that delivery cost was a bit too high. Then in 2020, or rather 2020, we sat back and tried to see how can we greatly reduce that price, because also the company had gotten to a point whereby we had plateaued even in terms of revenues.
Generally the whole company that you guys were working for?
Yes. So ideally the revenues were just had plateaued, and also we didn't see growth with that particular business model. So that's when we decided now to see if there's another way where we can facilitate deliveries. Then in May 4th, 2020, we decided now to launch Pikapantoni, whereby now we are basically operating a network of collection points and drop-off points across Nairobi, where now you can easily send your package from one place to another at maybe 100 shillings to 180 shillings.
100 to 180.
Yeah.
And when you talk about it, I have experienced that, and this is to you, Okia. I've experienced being told some ridiculous, and it's not constant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Today they will come from Tao to Upper South Sea, utambiwa ni aje ni sombili, and then the next day utambiwa ni 350. So it's not standardized. How then do you make sure that Pikapantoni iko standardized, na sisi tunafurahi tunajua yezi pita ama ikipita inapita na hii kidogo, na pia wewe kama mwenye unafanya hii biashara, you're able to also make some money for yourself as well?
Okay, yeah, so thank you for hosting us. So how we try to standardize the rates is, as Robert had mentioned prior, is that we charge between 100 shillings to 180 shillings, and mostly is we deliver small size packages, and by small size packages I mean categories that range from fashion items, cosmetics, jewelry, gift items, like the one that were here before.
They were here, so hii ni kazi yenyu. Mko business mbaya sana. Have you exchanged cards?
We will definitely.
You will? Okay, cool. COVID happened last year, and this is to you, Robert. COVID happened last year, and businesses that we did not know that wanaweza badilika waende watuletee vitu nyumbani. We used to go a lot of even restaurants, most of the restaurants zilikuwa pengine hazitumi. It wasn't common for some of the restaurants to do this, but last year there was a huge spike in deliveries. Many companies came up. Was it how was that experience for you? Penye ilipanda hivi madozi kaingia?
Pia nitajaribu pia kuongea Kiswahili kidogo.
Tafadhali.
So ideally venye COVID ilipokuja, ilikuja hiyo pia mnamo March. So ideally what we are facing as a company ni kuwa we are facing an exit from businesses. Because ideally what we facilitated ni kuwa tumefacilitate we are basically managing online businesses.
Yes.
So ideally hata hapo town tuko na hiyo pick up point yetu where sasa clients wanaweza kuja kuchukua packages zao for free. So we saw a mass exodus because people were uncertain of what actually is going to transpire during COVID.
Yeah.
But ideally the plan ya Pikapantoni actually was never even about COVID. It was about focusing on the customer. Na what we saw ni kuwa sisi tulijiangalia kama chombo ya kufungua digital commerce. So ideally there had to be someone who had to think of the future.
Okay.
Na tu the good thing ni kwa the future tulifikiria, lakini naye COVID ikaifanya ni grow zaidi.
Grow zaidi.
Yes.
So mlipatikana mkiwa ready,
Yes.
which was the most beautiful thing. So inawakaje kabisa ndio, tuseme for example, this is to you. For example, mimi nataka mzigo yangu iende pengine kama Kikuyu, for example. Na mimi niko hapa South B. Usually haiwezi kukua 100, hata 180 ndakwa tu aya chata nimuongezea 20 bob ifike so mbili, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hivyo kuna mahali mnafika hatupiti, we're not going to go past this place, we only operate in this circle.
So how we've the whole process works is for example that you've mentioned from South B or rather South C to Kikuyu.
Yes.
Is we have a network of agents Robert had mentioned within Nairobi Metropolitan. By Nairobi Metropolitan I mean Kitengela, Kikuyu, as you mentioned.
Yes.
I don't know if Juja is Nairobi Metropolitan. Yeah, so if you are sending, let's say, from South Sea to Kikuyu, that would be 180 for a small sized package. And so for you to be able to enjoy those affordable rates, we deliver it the next day.
What?
Yeah.
That is really so. Si nyinyi peke yenu, there are so many other people wanasaidia kuimovisha from one point to another.
So the agents are local shops in neighborhood where people live. So for example, if you live here in South Sea, your closest pickup point would be at South Sea Shopping Center. So it's a walking distance.
Yes.
Probably if you don't
anyone anaishi hapa hivi,
so you
you're
just
able to
walk
get there.
to South Sea Shopping Center, label your package, seal it, write where it's coming from and where it's going, and then pay the 180, and then that's it. Tomorrow your client will actually receive it in Kikuyu, and they'll just go collect it, and they won't pay anything, and it's 180. And even if you were to use fare to just go on your own,
no,
it would not
Lazima
even be
nirudi.
close to that, and
Because
the
I
time
have to
it
come
would take.
back.
Yes.
I love it. I totally do. And I think I was telling Novette, my assistant producer, that I have 2 packages for you here today to just deliver, because it's very affordable. And can I have it on my phone? Is it on an app that I can download? Or how do we go about it? Get in touch, or, you know, so I'm excited about this.
So venye sisi tuko currently ni kuwa we are mostly on Instagram.
Yes.
So most of the time utatupata kuwa tume evangelize your aspect ya kuwa ukitaka delivery, just DM us. Because hiyo ndio language ambayo iko.
Vijana wanatumia. Na also pia sisi tunaangalia e-commerce kama social commerce. Because what's happening ni kuwa people are shopping on Facebook and Instagram. So those platforms ndio sisi tumejaribu ku create a voice hapo. Kuwa sasa you can actually reach out directly.
Yes.
But then also pia in May tulikuwa tuna transition to a fully tech company, whereby sasa we are actually creating now an app whereby you can be able to see the flow of your product from South B all the way to Kikuyu. Na pia in a way pia unaweza kujua kama mzigo wako huyo client ameichukua, but also pia we are looking also to introduce insights on this particular app, whereby sasa where as a business, if you are sending packages every particular time, you can actually be able to monitor even your revenues. You can be able to know where you are doing well in Nairobi, kama unafanya delivery sana Kasarani ama Ruiru. So this can actually inform you as the seller of where to target even your social ads whenever you're posting. So all this ecosystem ndio sasa tunajaribu kujenga pamoja.
All the best. All the best. I wish you all the best. All the best.
Thank
So
you.
mimi nikiwa town na kuna nguo nimeorder. Napigia tu na DM Pikapantoni, nawaambia si mwende stall fulani, hiyo nguo inifikie.
Yes.
That's it?
Yes. Na hiyo itakuwa rahisi, lakini pia tunakuambia nini, ukitukujia ni kamba tutakucharge 100 na hatutaki hata ulipe zaidi. So ideally venye tunakuambia ni kwa if you can tell the sender to drop it at their closest agent, ndio ulipe tu 100.
Okay.
Because ukitutuma tena ukituambia twende kwa duka nyingine,
Then I have to pay extra, which is fine. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You've come in to help us a lot, and I'm so excited. I have 2 packages.
Tutatoka
here
nazo leo.
after saizi
Yeah.
tumaliza hii show. We're taking a very short commercial break. This is Full Circle with Mikali. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you, okay, for coming through. I hope you have gotten that. Check them out on IG. Pikapantoni.
Yes.
DM them for all your needs. 100 to 180 bob peke yake. I'm here for this, and I like it that it's young men who are doing this. It's just beautiful. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.